There was a woman in my life. Let's call her Tanya. Tanya and I hooked up one night in LA. We've been chatting and flirting for a little bit, so she offered to take me home. I offered to take her in for a drink. We started making out. It was pretty awesome. I remember saying something that night, something like, Tanya, you're a very charming lady.
You're a pretty charming guy too.
I wanted to see Tanya again and was faced with a simple conundrum that plagues us all. How and when do I communicate next? Do I call? Do I text? Do I send a Facebook message? Eventually, I decided to text her. I found out that the band Beach House, which played the night we made out, was also playing that weekend. Here was my text.
Hey, don't know if you left for NYC yet, but Beach House is playing next weekend at the Wiltern. Wanna go? Maybe if you ask nicely, they'll let you cover the motto.
A few minutes later, the status of my text message changed to red. The 3 dots popped up, the ones that tantalizingly tell you that someone's typing a response. But then they vanished. A few more minutes go by.
Nothing.
15 minutes go by, but it's okay. She's probably just crafting her perfectly witty response.
Nothing.
An hour goes by.
Nothing.
2 hours go by.
Nothing.
3 hours go by.
Nothing.
A full day goes by, a full day. I was insulted and frustrated, maniacally checking my phone every few minutes, but then I realized something. The madness I was descending into wouldn't have even existed 20 or even 10 years ago. Ashton Kutcher also once said, a t-shirt should be just like your bed.
Chris, the other quote?
I got you.
Okay.
Ashton Kutcher also once said, Las Vegas is like a home.
No, Chris, the other quote, the one that's relevant to this duo?
I got it. Ashton Kutcher also said, the digital age has produced a new format for modern romance.
This is further looked at through the experiments of
Aziz Ansari and Eric Klinenberg in modern romance.
The shift in what we look for love in marriage has been accompanied by the change in what we look for in a marriage partner.
When the older folks we interviewed asked why they dated, got engaged to, and eventually married their eventual spouses, they say things like,
he seemed like a pretty nice guy.
She was a pretty nice girl.
He had access to donuts, and I love donuts.
When we ask someone today why they married someone, the answers are much more dramatic and loving.
I can't imagine experiencing the joys of life without him by my side.
She's my other half.
He makes me laugh, and we share the same morals.
Every time I play with her hair, I get
hear
huge.
why today people use such exalted terms, we spoke to the eminent sociologist, Andrew Turlin.
Up until about 50 years ago, man was the head of the house, women stayed home, and everyone was satisfied with companion in marriage. Most of the fun you had came from how well you fulfilled this assigned role.
Waiting around for a marriage partner was a luxury that most women could not afford.
In fact, in the 1960s, 76% of women said that they were willing to marry someone they didn't love.
If you were a woman, you had far less time to find a man. This guy had a decent job and a decent mustache. Lock it down, girl.
This gets into a fundamental change in how marriage is viewed.
Today, we view marriage as finding a life partner, someone we love.
Ideally, we're pretty lucky, and we find that life-changing motherload of happiness.
But finding a soulmate is a very hard thing.
Texting, for many generations, young people used telephone calls to reach out to possible romantic partners.
It was a harrowing experience that we could all relate to.
Before the initial ask, there would be terrifying rings.
Ring, 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 ring.
And then an answer.
Hello?
Hey Stephanie, it's me, Darren.
Oh, hey Darren, what's up?
I'm good. Okay, bye. Eventually, you'd get better than that. You'd have funny anecdotes and conversation pieces ready.
Ring, ring. Hello?
Hey Stephanie, it's me, Darren.
Oh, Darren, hold on one second. This is Stephanie's mom.
Shit, okay.
Hello?
Hey Stephanie, it's me, Darren.
Oh, hey Darren. How are you? What's up?
I just got an umbrella. Okay, bye.
Well, you'd get better than that.
Texting, otherwise known as short message service, was thought of by Friedhelm Hildebrandt in 1984.
In 1997, Nokia introduced a separate keyboard.
And in 2007, the number of texts exchanged a month outnumbered the number of calls exchanged a month. This could have some drawback though. MIT social psychologist Sherry Turkle makes the case that
as text-based communication rises, in-conversational skills are drastically declining.
one firm takeaway from all of our interviews is that most guys out there are complete bozos. There are attractive, intelligent, amazing women out there. They all deserve better.
So, I met this guy at my sister's wedding, right? He had a pretty good shot. All he had to do was send a simple message.
Hey Rachel, since I never got the chance to ask you to dance at Chris and Marissa's wedding, I'm Chris's old roommate from Purdue. Boiler up. He and your sister gave me your number. I wanted to say hi and sort of introduce myself. Smiley face. Hope to chat with you soon.
Texty?
Texty.
Texty?
Texty.
Texting for whatever reason is unequivocally disgusting. He might as well have texted, "Hey, BTW, I have a really disgusting next level STD." Smiley face, but for real, I do.
But unfortunately, she wrote back 10 minutes later.
Hey, great to meet you. Currently enjoying my birthday weekend with lots of great Mexican food. It happens when your birthday falls on Cinco de Mayo. Hope to see you soon.
He wrote back shortly, I totally realized upon reading my last message that I didn't include my name. I'm Will, by the way. Feliz cumpleaños as well. Hope to chat with you soon.
Rachel never met Will.
None of us know Will.
He might be a kind man with a heart of gold.
All we have to go on is those messages.
And those messages have shaped in our minds a weirdly dorky Caucasian man. Everything from
Texty.
to
Totally.
to
Feliz cumpleaños as well.
have ruined all chances of Rachel wanting to meet Will.
So please don't believe someone when they tell you what you text someone doesn't matter.
If they don't believe you, Texty introduce them to Will and they'll totally change their mind.
Common wisdom says that in every relationship there are two phases. There's the first when everything is new and magical. Then after maybe a few years, things get more routine and less exciting.
Not in my relationship. Everything is great. We peaked, then we plateaued, and then we've been peaking ever since.
Sure you have. Researchers have actually identified two distinct types of love. Passionate love.
And companionate love.
In the first stage of the relationship, you have passionate love.
This is when your brain floods your neural synapses with dopamine, the same neurotransmitters that get released when you do cocaine.
Carol, I can't describe how you make me feel. Oh wait, I can. You make my mind release pleasure-inducing neurotransmitters and you flooded my mind with dopamine. If the feeling of doing cocaine and getting so high out of my mind that I want to climb a telephone pole just to see if I could do it were a person, it would be you.
Like all drugs, though, this high eventually wears off. Scientists say this usually lasts from 12 to 18 months.
This is the point where your brain's like, is this really the right person?
All those new quirks and facts you learned about the person have now turned into, okay, I get it. She likes to sew historically accurate Civil War uniforms.
Your texts used to be so loving.
I can't focus on anything at work. You're all that's in my head.
Now your texts are like,
Let's just meet at Whole Foods.
or
That dog you meet us by? Shit in my shoe again.
when I first started dating my girlfriend, I had to go to a wedding. Alone. The vows were pretty intense. Stuff like,
You are the prism in my life. You take the light in my life and turn it into a rainbow.
or,
You are the moisturizer to my heart. Without you, my soul has eczema.
it was a non-cheesy, heartfelt version of that stuff. Was I scared to hearing about that stuff? Yeah. Did I have what they have? At that point, no. But I knew deep down that if I would have put time and effort into this relationship, a level of love would show itself. And so far, it has. That's it.
All right.